Okay, next up we've got the High Vibes team with Lindsay and Kathleen.
And
Thanks,
Lindsay,
Kathleen.
Lindsay's going to take it away this time, and I'm just going to sit here and watch.
Oh, you're going to relax, huh? All right. Well, I actually had my Healy on throat chakra earlier. I ran a program, so I should be ready to go and talk plenty. But anyway, thank you, Kathleen. It was really wonderful talking with Lisa, who I see, it looks like she left. Hopefully she'll come back and we can do this presentation, because I know that she really wanted to see it. We're going to do a little presentation. We want to show you a PowerPoint with some wonderful video in it. And I think that you're absolutely going to, oh, it's Lisa from the panel. Oh, she's here. All right, Lisa is here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the presentation, then we can talk afterwards, and you all can ask your questions, and you can either put them in the chat room, and I'm going to go ahead and do the share screen right now. And here we go. And
all right, good. We can see it. Good.
All right, good. And I'm going to go ahead. Well, I think the first slide says it all: health, well-being, and balance. And of course, these are frequencies. It is a frequency device. Let me close this down. So what's so unique about Healy? Well, first of all, it is based on technology that is professional technology that's been used in Europe for over 15 years. And but that's a computer and a fairly decent sized machine, and an expensive machine, and takes lots of training to learn how to use it. The Healy, on the other hand, is absolutely a breeze to use, and you will absolutely love it.
To give you an overview of what he can do for you, and to make sure that you get what you really need, we have put together a collection of frequencies in pages and modules in the form of different editions, so you can find your Healy. Connected to the cloud via your smartphone, Healy has access to a network of thousands of therapists and physicians around the world, and can supply you with the optimal frequencies. Now possible for everyone. We believe that all this is just the beginning of a new era, an era in which the bioenergetic regeneration of cells will be just as important to humans as the healthy diet and sufficient exercise today. Every day, all day. With an intuitive app that puts the future into your hands.
So Healy is as exciting as that video, trust me. So there's scientific research that underlies the Healy technology, and its connection to health and wellness, however, has not been explored or demonstrated especially by the medical community. The Healy is not intended to cure, treat, mitigate, diagnose, or prevent disease, but rather to support energetic balance and enhance recovery, vitality, and well-being. So I always say, when I get to the end of this slide, I go, well, perfect. All healing is self-healing. What Healy does is support your process. So anyway, I already talked about the time waiver, which I call the mother of Healy, and it is the professional equipment that has been used in Europe for over 15 years. And that's how the we can actually say that the Healy programs and all of the frequencies within it are tried and true because they've been used on over 500,000 applications and have been shown to be effective in that way. Healy is available in over 40 countries, and there are over 2,000 practitioners currently treating clients with the time waiver technology. Again, time waiver is Healy's mama. So there are many aspects to what Healy can do for you. And we have different programs and platforms and programs and devices within the Healy. So here's right in the middle here, you see this is the little Healy. This is what I have on. And it comes with, depending on what level you purchase at, comes with 120 programs. We're going to get into more depth with that, but I want you to see that there's a Healy watch with a connection to the Healy. There is also something called the Heal Advisor, which is a search engine that allows you to put in conditions and symptoms and find out what programs would be most advantageous for you. And then also the Healy comes in 2 different apps, the Heal Advisor app and the Healy Analyzer app. So how does it work? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, it is easy. So first of all, you download the Healy app. You select the program or the application that you want to run, turn on your Healy, of course, that we shouldn't even have to say, and then you start a program, and the program loads into your actual Healy device. So it holds one program at a time when you're doing the Heal Analyzer programs. And it actually has a quantum sensor on the back of it too. So in addition to giving you what you're asking for in terms of the programs that have been actually the word is programmed into the Healy page. What happens is that it's also reading what it is that your body wants and needs, and that's pretty important. That makes it individualized, and that's why they're called IMFs, individualized micro frequency. And that's pretty important because we're all different. So there are different application modes, 3 basic ones. There are electronic adhesive electrodes, which are little pads that have little snaps on them. And you can use those, like for instance, yesterday I woke up and I had slept on my shoulder the wrong way. And I actually put a pad on either side of my shoulder, connected the wires, turned on the Healy, and boom, 20 minutes later, I didn't have any pain. The other thing you can use is the bracelets or wristbands, and they're shown here and here, and what they give the body, and you hook up to your Healy device with wires, and they provide microfrequency to the cells. And then we have a brand new item called the Healy coil, which is 2, you can see this green in the back here. It's actually 2 Tesla coils that are sandwiched together and offset one another. So together they create a 0-point field. So the frequencies that you're getting into your information field, and as the medical community calls it, the biofield, the information that Healy is giving you with frequencies is in fact coming in without any interference. That's very exciting. We've just gotten the coil, and I've had mine, I think 3 weeks, and I just absolutely love it. It's fabulous. So what do we do with Healy? The technology is that one Healy is for the whole family. So you can share it with your children, your pets, your spouse, whoever you want to, run next door, grab the neighbor. So basically it's very, very versatile in that one device can, and the app on the phone can actually treat the whole family to great frequencies. Let's watch another video.
The Healy Editions. Small, light, and friendly, Healy can give you bioenergetic support to help your body and improve your day. To give you an overview of what Healy can do for you and to make sure that you get what you really need, we have put together a collection of frequencies in pages and modules in the form of different editions so you can find your Healy. Healy Gold. Healy Gold includes Healy hardware, the Nuno Nina Gold Cycle, and a program of your choice. The frequencies of the Nuno Nina Gold Cycle can be used in many ways for bioenergetic support and prevention, for optimal energy balance, for recovery, well-being, and relaxation. Healy Holistic Health. Universal Health consists of a Healy, the Nuno Nina Gold Cycle, and 8 other program pages for Psyche, Bioenergetic Balance 1, Bioenergetic Balance 2, Mental Balance, Meridians 1, Meridians 2, Sleep, and Skin. Healy Holistic Health Plus. Everything's in here. Healy hardware with more than 120 programs, Healy Universal Health, and 6 other frequency pages for learning, fitness, job, beauty, chakras, and protection programs. The Healy Analysis app, Resonance, and Aura models. With the analysis feature of the Resonance, practitioners and many others can support their clients or patients if necessary.
All right, and so we go right from there, and they've already talked about the Healy Gold. Pretty exciting, because the Healy Gold is, I call it the silver bullet, basically, even though it's the gold bullet. It's not the silver bullet. These programs are established by the practitioner Nuno Nina in Portugal for the Healy, and they are designed to basically give you any type of support that you might need. And I will tell you that my specific pain that I had in my back when I first got my Healy, didn't do a pain program. I did release first, and release, technically what the program says is that we don't always know the source of discomfort, but we can release it. When you do this program, I can tell you from my experience, the pain will release. After 3 months of excruciating pain, I didn't have pain anymore after using the release program. This is pretty special. Now, there are different editions in addition to the gold. Right now, as a matter of fact, the Healy Holistic Health, and until the end of June, these packages are available and on sale. And the Healy Holistic Health is the gold cycle plus 8 more program pages. Now, when we say pages, what I'm talking about is each of these pages has somewhere between 5 and 12 programs on the page. So we're talking total here of about over 120 programs in the whole thing. Now this, we're going to go over the pricing in just a second. I'm going to show you what's going on right now, but then there's the Healy Holistic Health Plus, which is the gold cycle, 8 programs plus 6 more pages, and the protection programs. And then the Healy Resonance is all of those. So you get the whole kit and caboodle, plus the Healy Analyze app and Aura module that actually allows you to scan the field and to have programs recommended to you, and that you can vibrate the frequencies on with just scanning yourself. And the interesting thing is the application of the vibration of the frequencies goes everything from 1 second up to 8 hours. So it's very versatile and for many different uses. So right now, here are the prices. So what I need for you to know is, oh, and we've got the little slash between the 630. The Healy Holistic Health, which is the gold programs plus 8 more pages, is usually $951. Right now, you pay $470 for that and for AromaSharing until June 25th, but it is on sale with the company until June 30th. We're saying June 25th because we're going to have a beautiful raffle for that Healy coil that we're going to give away to anyone who purchases through the AromaSharing partnership. So as you can see, everything is reduced by about half. It's actually like, I don't know, 48% or something like that. So the Healy Holistic Health Plus is only $951 rather than $1,428. And the Healy Resonance, which is the top of the line, and what I always recommend, that's what I have as a resonance, is $1,428. That is usually $2,382. Now, all of these prices, by the way, do not include taxes. So whatever state you're in and whatever state you purchase in, you have to pay the state tax. So that's going to go up a little bit more. But these are really fantastic. These prices are unbelievable, and they're going to be going away. And so there really is urgency for buying as soon as you can. That's a pretty important. So anyway, time waiver know-how. As I said, time waiver is the mama technology, and talking here about the quantum sensor, which I've already mentioned to you, and it actually analyzes your bioenergetic field and says what you need. So all the frequencies together there are over 144,000 frequencies that can be used for you, depending on what it is that your body wants to use to adjust. The Healy Watch is another platform for the Healy, and it works in cooperation with the apps. And so it's way beyond anything you've ever seen with Fitbit or another type of health watch. It has frequency measurement of your bioenergetic field. It tracks your exercise and sports, your breath, your lifestyle, and it's actually controlled via Bluetooth. Very, very low Bluetooth when you connect in with your phone, and it even tells you how your sleep is. And not just are you sleeping, but how much deep sleep have you actually gotten during the night. So the different programs that are available, basically with, you can find them either with the Healy Watch or with the Healy and the frequency things. With the Healy Watch, you can measure and analyze, and you can determine, again, what the frequency program's on. It is just another platform for delivery of Healy's incredible frequencies. All of these frequencies and all of this data and everything goes back into the cloud. But I will tell you right now, and this is very important to a lot of people, the cloud and the information there that you send up to the cloud is highly secure. It is encrypted, and you get your own personal encryption code that you get to store away, and Healy doesn't even have it. So they can't look at your data. This is again for the Healy Watch, going back to analyzing and finding healing programs. And as I said, we have this, and then also with the Heal Advisor Act. And now the Healy Watch even has expanded into something called the organ clock, which is new. And that's another thing that I should really stress to you, is that Healy is always coming up with new applications and new programs for using your Healy. I know since I've had my Healy over a year, during that time, Healy has released 2 new programs that they delivered to everybody in the world free of charge, that are pretty powerful programs, and we were happy to get those. So there's always new information coming up and new uses. This is just more about the watch, and very specifically, I'm going to skip that. And then we go to the Heal Advisor Search, which is tied into your Healy device and the apps on the phone. So when you get your Healy device, especially if you have, whether you have the Resonance or if you have the Heal Advisor programs, this is important because, and this on July 1st, this program is being given to everybody in Healy is going to get this, so that you can actually put in a condition or a symptom that you might have, and it's going to recommend for you specific programs that you can use, and well, it can even do a schedule. Another platform for Healy is digital nutrition, and it is a separate app. It's subscription, and it actually it's amazing. It has the frequency programs for 48 substances and combinations that are tell you what they're good for, whether it be your hair or your performance or your, if you're dealing with inflammation, or perhaps you have, like I do, have brittle fingernails, whatever that might be. And then there are different substances. And now the fact is that the frequency programs for the individual substances, such as your vitamins and proteins and stuff, they don't substitute for those, but they do feed the body and provide the body with the frequencies to make sure that you are utilizing the nutritional supplements that you're putting into your body, because we all know that a lot of times we take stuff in our body that we've spent a lot of money on, and it's going in and out without doing anything for us. This is, again, kind of a recap on the cloud and the fact that everything goes back to the cloud from the database, and it is highly encrypted. It is your personal health collection. The nutrition, the frequencies, and the exercise. So all of this is a whole big package. You can actually access any one of these individually, but we always stress with people, and I certainly do, that right here, this Healy, this is kind of your main entrance to Healy World. And it's very important that you get that. And that's the device that accesses all of the apps. People are happy with Healy. So people have, studies have been done, and these were very rigorous studies that were done. And they ask people, okay, so how do you rate the effectiveness of the Healy? And this is an older study, so I know that these numbers have gotten even better than you're seeing here. But people see strong improvement, slight improvement, and no improvement. But when you see these numbers here, that's pretty impressive that many people had improvement. So I have a Healy. Do I recommend it to everybody? Yes, of course I do, because I have had great success with my Healy. So you see in this sample of 90 unique participants in 2 different surveys, 88% of the people said that they would highly recommend Healy to another person. And I completely concur with that. So that's our High Vibes presentation, and I will stop the video now. Thanks for watching, and we're back. So I'm going to look on the chat room and see if there's any questions here. Okay, I've got Lisa's still here. Any questions out there? If you want to raise your hand, you can do that. As a matter of fact, my Healy is off now, because when I'm running a program, what happens is that at the end of the program, the Healy turns itself off, which is a really good thing. So I'm turning it on, and you see the little
Hold it in front of your face.
I know, hold it in front of my face. There it is. It's like see the little green light there? All right. And I actually have these letters that are on the top of the Healy here. That's my designation, because I know it's my special Healy. So I never have to guess where my special Healy is. I've actually put little letters on it. But anyway, when I sign that up then, and I turn on the Healy program, and it's looking for it, you can see that it's actually looking for, and there's a program pops up. All right. So what I have here is regeneration, which I was running earlier, but we were talking about the gold cycle. So here's the gold cycle.
There you go.
Yeah, got it. Here's the gold cycle. And so all I'm going to do then is I clip this right back on I put it on a chain. I really like to have it. This area is, I'm a Healing Touch practitioner, and this area is called the high heart. I like to have my Healy by my high heart. And so what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to touch release, and you see that it's showing. Whoop, hello.
There you go.
It's actually showing that, whoop, I went back. Okay. I'm going to do release, and it's showing that typically what we would do is wear the wristbands for this application. because this program delivers micro frequency. However, with the Healy coil, which you can win, by the way, get your name in the raffle by purchasing a Healy now. And you can actually just, then I'm going to do start, push start. That's simple. Hello. I can't do that backwards. And as you see, it's got a little progress bar there. And what's happening is the Healy program is loading into the Healy. And here it's you see the progress. So now this program, this release program, is going to be in my Healy. So the next time I turn it on, even if I don't have the app open, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the release program again, which is very handy, especially if you're working with something that is perhaps either chronic or acute, and you want to run that program more than once a day, and you're not running anything else in between. You can just go ahead and turn on your Healy, and that program is there and it's going to run. So now what you see, what happens, it comes up is, boom, there's the program. And a little progress circle is going to materialize in a second. There we go. And as it goes around, it's going to be ticking down both the time and up at the top here, it's going to be showing you what frequencies are being put out and whether your body is accepting those frequencies or not. So it's that simple. So I can actually, after this now, what I can do is I can actually close it down. I can close the program right down. I don't even have to keep my phone open. And a lot of people ask me, well, if I'm doing that, I want to be able to use my phone, or you can have it on an iPad, you can have it on a tablet, or, you know, if you're Android, you can have it on a tablet. So with it closed down, you see that little green light? It's still going. The phone is not open and I'm still getting it. So the Bluetooth, and right now, because I didn't fully close the program, the Bluetooth is still on, and some people are sensitive to Bluetooth. I'm going to close the program completely. And now you see the little blue light is off. That's the Bluetooth connection. And this little green light is still beeping, and that's the program. So I am getting released right now. And I don't know what's releasing, but I know whatever it is, it's going to be good for me. So that's my, so are you nice and relaxed now, Kathleen?
I am, yes. I'm running Allergy Meridian. So, and I was just going to show them, you can see, let's see if I can get mine up there. You can see see how that circle has completed almost halfway. And then down here, you can increase the frequency. Over here, increase it. I don't know if you can see mine. Mine says 35. If I tap it, it'll go up at 5, or if I want it back down. So, and anyways, I usually do about 35 to 45.
So Kathleen, do you change the intensity of the frequencies when you're wearing the coil? Because I do. I usually pump it up when I'm wearing the coil.
Yeah, well, I should just kind of settle on it. I let my body tell me. I'll start going up, and my body goes, 35. It's like, okay.
Okay.
And I was telling Lisa earlier that when I use the wristbands, I usually put it up to where I can feel it, and then I back it off because I don't want to feel it, but I just want to give my body as much as it.
Yeah. That's what I do too. And Marcus Schmika, who's the developer and the creator of Healy and Time Waver, excuse me, always says, you don't have to feel it. You know, especially Americans are really, really kind of hooked into this, like, gotta feel it, you know, not getting anything if we don't feel it. And that's just not the case. So you're getting it. And that's what's really important, as you said. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to turn it on so that you're actually feeling the micro frequency in such a way that it sends the body into sympathetic state. You don't want to go into fight or flight. You really want the body to be totally comfortable in receiving the frequencies for your highest good. So that's important. So I do the same thing, pump it up till I feel it, and then back it off either 5 or 10%, depending on comfort level. So,
right. So Diane and Lisa, I've put you up so you can talk. Do either of you have any questions? for either Lindsay or I?
Very good information.
Good.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
that's a
you.
nice little presentation, kind of nutshell stuff right there.
Yeah. A
Healing
lot of
information.
information. Yeah, a lot of information about the watch, which I'm not all that familiar with, but I've been so in love with my Healy, I've kind of ignored the watch, and I think it's probably going to be time for me to do that too.
And that's a lot for, fitness people really can use that because as they're performing, they can run the frequencies that help enhance performance and stamina. And so that.
Well, and there's a really wonderful testimonial from a doctor in California who's he's been practicing naturopathic medicine for many, many years, and he assumed that he was sleeping well. I mean, he didn't have any indication to himself that he wasn't sleeping well. And then he got the Healy watch, and it measured not just his sleep, but the level of sleep that he was receiving. And it turns out that he was only getting about 40 minutes a night of deep sleep. And that's not enough. So he ran some frequencies. I don't know what else he did, but he worked with that information that he was given using the Healy apps. And now he's getting a full night's sleep and deep sleep. And he said within a week, it just changed his life completely. He never realized that he was short of energy, but the contrast was very dramatic. And all of a sudden he had like all this energy, and he goes, this is what it's like to really sleep.
Right. Well, and yeah, because when your body's not working at the optimum, it's your normal.
Yes.
Because usually these things happen like this, get good,
Mm-hmm.
So once
and
you
we acclimate. So
right.
we're survival critters. So what we do is we go, okay, I can get through this, so I'll be fine with this. And then if it goes down even further, to the point where some people will actually have conditions that they pay no attention to until they're debilitated. And that's never good. So one of the things I really like about the Healy is that when I use the resonance and I'm scanning myself, sometimes program descriptions come up and they're telling me that 70% I need X, Y, or Z. I'll need this program. And I'll go like, what's that about? It doesn't make any conscious sense to me, but I do know that the Healy and the quantum sensor and the apps has read something in my body and my field that must be imbalanced in some way. Or not energized in the way that is for my highest good and healing. So I've stopped questioning now. I just run the vibrate and know that I'm making the correction, perhaps even before I've seen consequences. So it's really, really good to be able to do that.
It truly is very excellent. Lisa or Diana, do you have any questions?
I do. I was just going to ask about using the oils, essential oils with the Healy, and have you had any experience with that?
I'm always using the oils, so I don't know how I can speak to that because I'm always using the Healy too.
Well, Lisa, there are lots of very creative people out there who are using Healy. And one of the things that has been, that is built into the Healy resonance, which is the program that gives you the aura scan, is that it also allows you to capture in that program the frequencies of people, places, things, oils, whatever it is that you want to capture. So there are techniques that are published, not by Healy, but there are people who've kind of, gone around the corner with it and said, look what we can do. And so for instance, I have the frequency of rose in my Healy programs, and I've renamed it, and it's a list in a list. And so when I need rose, I go to my list and I go to search at the top and I put rose, and up pops my rose. And I know that I'm getting the frequency of my rose oil, even if I'm not using it. And I feel it. It's quite amazing.
Good. Interesting.
So we can send our oils long distance now.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You guys understand about long distance and how that works? I mean, does anyone want to know about that?
Sure.
Okay. Hi, Diana. That's kind of my my thing, is because I do healing touch, and I've been doing remote healing with healing touch for many years. And people always kind of scratch their head and go, well, how do you do that? You know, I mean, how do you treat somebody in Switzerland or California or wherever? And the bottom line is that with quantum physics, there is no distance and there is no time. So everything that you do, and with Healy, one of the things that Marcus Schmieke always says too, is the Healy does nothing without your intention. So even though all those frequencies are there, it doesn't do anything to you that you're not prepared to do or to go where it needs to go. So if I work on my son in Pittsburgh all the time. And when I'm working on him, I will usually take and put his picture. I'll take his picture and I'll put the Healy right on top of his picture. And I also have him in as a client in my resonance, and I can send him the vibrations. And what I know is that it's instantaneous. And one really easy way to see that it actually works is to put an animal in and to send the frequencies to an animal long distance. And the owner of the animal will call me and say, you're doing frequency right now. I know you are, because the cat's showing me, the cat's looking at me like, whoa, look at this. I'm getting my frequency. So animals respond, you know, they don't have all the conscious blocks that people have. So they just respond naturally, and they definitely get it. My latest trick with that was, not trick, but my latest trip with that was with an 18-year-old cat who was on the way out, wasn't eating, wasn't getting up or anything. And we did 3 days of Healy resonance work on the cat. And the third day, I got a beautiful video from the owner of the cat, up, walking around, eating, happy. And basically the vet had said, say goodbye to your cat, you know, and not so. That was a couple of weeks ago, and the cat's, she sends me a video like every couple of days. Look, he's still eating.
Oh, I love that. I love that. All righty. Okay, well, if there's no more questions. Anyone else have a question? We are
I guess
going.
my question would be, where would we go to purchase if we were interested in purchasing?
Yes. Is this Lisa that I talked to this afternoon?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to send you a link. And so we each have links that you can, you know, that will get you into the place to purchase it. And we usually call you and do it with you, because sometimes it's a little iffy, just tricky, just so you make sure we fill it all out right, because super hard to change anything. So once you get it in the system, so be welcome to, I'll be sending you that information.
Great.
Yeah, definitely let Kathleen help you with it, Lisa. The website right now is still very much a European website. And so I need to say no more. That's why we love to actually, you know, get our customers on the phone and walk them through doing it, because it's just more certain that it's gonna, because otherwise when you're not accustomed to it and you look at it, you go, what the heck is VAT? But July 1st, just so that everybody knows that we're going to have a brand new Healy USA website, which is going to be pretty spectacular. We're really looking forward to that. But big changes coming. So getting these programs in the packages that we showed you today has to be done before the 30th of June with Healy and with AromaSharing, in order to get into the the raffle for, and there's really good odds if you're at all lucky. I mean, I would buy Healy just to get the coil if I didn't already have one.
So, all
How long
righty.
does it take to get one once you purchase?
It's actually really good. Like I ordered my coil and I had it in less than a week.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it comes from, we have a warehouse in Utah. So,
They generally go out the door from the warehouse and within 48 hours is what they're doing now. And then you can actually choose your shipping speed if you're really eager to get it. And I have a client, a customer of mine not a client, a customer of mine, a member in New York who wanted his like instantly and didn't want to wait and paid $58 for overnight shipping and had it in 2 days. So all kinds of possibilities there, but 7 to 10 days tops.
right. I was surprised how quickly it came. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Um,
So each one of the devices are different, right? You have to buy the resonance. That's like a specific device. It's not like you can get the Holistic Health Plus or just the health one and then upgrade later.
okay. The device is all the same.
Okay.
But just the difference is what level you have depends on how tells you how many programs you get. You
Okay.
can take that programs individually also, at least for now. But the resonance has them all.
Okay.
So
And all of the programs now, regardless of many of the programs on July 1st are moving to a subscription basis. So anything that is purchased from Healy now until the end of the month is actually going to be, and everybody uses the word grandfathered. I like grandmothered, is grandmothered in so that you will own those programs, whatever you purchase now for life, and you will have them without a subscription fee going forward, even after the business change comes into effect on July 1st.
right. So yes, it's just the same device. Just if you get a gold, you get eight programs. If you buy the Holistic Health, you get more. And you're not going to be able to upgrade anymore, right? Is that right? Like we can't upgrade from what we have to anything.
Yeah, July
The change
1st.
takes place. Okay.
You will, however, I think if you have this, if you have the grandmothered Healy and you buy at a certain level, say you buy the Holistic Health Plus, and with that, you're actually paying for the Holistic Health. And you're getting, I think 14 pages, you're getting all of the Healy programs without the resonance. What will happen is then if you want other programs after July 1st, you'll have to get those on subscription. So.
Got it. Okay.
And it's a monthly subscription.
Right. So now really is the time, if you can and you are interested. It's like she said, it's not that we're not trying to be pushy salesmen. We just want you to get the most value for your dollar right now. So.
Yeah.
All righty, good. That's a good question. Thank you for asking that, Diana.
And then with regard to pets, what have you worked with any that may have some aggression or?
I think anything that's out of frequency with any animal or any person, place, or thing would be addressed, because when you, especially with the resonance, because you run that resonance and it tells what frequencies are needed to balance.
So there are mental and emotional programs. So, and they work with, humans and animals. So, and other animals. So if you have a pet that has an emotional issue like aggression, then I'm sure the resonance would certainly go in and be able to tell you what it is that needs to be worked on. Is maybe there's something, going on with the animal that's even different from something you might guess. We usually look at that and we go, oh, it's just his personality. Maybe and this is a bit of a stretch. I'm sorry. I'm very imaginative. Maybe there's a thorn in the paw, and it's like, and it just hurts. So maybe it's a figurative thorn in the paw. And so whatever is bothering the animal, we don't know. Like for my pain, I did release, boom, mine was gone. So, and there is a special kit and a whole set of programs that are just for the animals also, that gives you special, so, you obviously can't put the wristbands on a dog, but they have a special attachment now. It's like a little pocket that has a sponge in it, and you wet that, and then you can actually strap that around the dog or cat and give the frequencies. But again, with the coil, you don't even need to hook up the animal, because what you have is just going into their field, and just like us, they have fields, and cats have very large fields.
I would be very interested with my dog because I got her as a rescue, and she was like 8-10 weeks old and is afraid of everything. So I would be really interesting to see what it would do for her.
That would be a wonderful story. So, all righty.
And I just want to say, once you're a Healy owner, the High Vibes team has a website, not a website, a Facebook page that is for members only, so that it's a closed club kind of thing, in that, otherwise, generally we don't talk openly, other than our own testimonies, which we can give, but we don't talk about other people's testimonies and, certain language, because we have to be compliant with the US law. And that's very important for us and for Healy, and we want Healy to stay safe. So, but the closed membership websites, a lot of open discussion goes on. So there's a lot of information available when you get started.
Right, definitely. All righty. Well, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Diana and Lisa, for attending. And thank you, Lindsay, for walking us through this and sharing your knowledge with us. We'll turn this back over to Elizabeth.
Thanks, Kathleen. Bye.
Hi, Lindsay and Kathleen and Diana. Thanks for that. And I think we'll be announcing bingo next.
Right. Do you want to go ahead and end the recording for this?